Oh, Peter. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Dad. You may notice with your eyes that I am rigid.
Pardon?
Stiff.
What?
And erect. And ready for action.
Oh, did you really need to tell me that, Pete?
I can see with that dirty smirk on your face that you are implying that some kind of personal secreted arousal is taking place about my person. It is not.
I did wonder why you wanted to share it with me, Pete.
If you were the last man on earth, and by some ungodly miracle I was the only woman available, the only position I would take is to adopt.
Adopt? What position? Something from the kinky Kama Sutra?
The Kama Sutra, you mean? It's a lovely book.
A lovely book?
Never out of print.
Never out of print, Pete.
I heard the latest edition came with a free sample of Kleenex.
Oh, yeah, it is an emotional read. Some of the rites of passage would bring tears to your eyes. But that aside, I'm stood listening to you, Pete.
And well you should, for I am stood still exactly as per instruction from our beloved Prime Minister. He and his government have said stay alert, so this is my alert stance.
Alert to what, Pete?
Nobody knows, but I've heard that if anyone does know, they win a fabulous prize.
What kind of prize is that, Pete? A lifetime supply of binoculars?
That is, to my mind, an unexpected suggestion.
Well, I did venture into the non sequitur, Pete, veering not unduly into the realms of the surreal, but not unreminiscent of the Victorian obsession of the prolonged flights of fancy.
You may say that.
I did just then.
Indeed you did, but had it not occurred to you that was your subconscious speaking?
Oh, what subconscious?
Your subconscious. It was saying things.
Oh, was it revealing my deepest, dankest desire? Was it brought forth for binoculars? What does that mean, Pete?
Two readings immediately spring to mind. One is that you're longing to be understood and understand, thrusting forward, and also a trust in not only what life will bring, but what you will bring to others.
Oh, and the other reading, Pete?
That you live next door to the young ladies' only nudie swimming baths across the road.
That's probably it, yeah. But at this time, when we must keep exactly 200 metric feet away from each other, won't there be demand for binocular-type devices?
Maybe your subconscious doesn't know that. But knowing that you have a very small imagination and a very small everything else done, it seems likely that your dreams probably are quite disgusting and not really worth worrying about.
Pete, did you hear about the man who dreamt that he was eating a great big huge marshmallow, and then when he woke up, his pillows were still there, but his buttocks had completely gone?
That sounds terrible. Why did you tell me such a terrible thing? I don't think anybody would be able to exist without any buttocks, to be honest. I think that's a terrible tale that I wish I hadn't put in my imagination myself.
No, it's a joke, Pete.
It's not very funny for the man himself. I mean, if he had half a buttock, he might lean to one side and have artistic leanings.
It's not a very funny joke, on the whole. It's on the whole, Pete.
You're still joking about it, aren't you, Dad?
No. Anyway, do you have any tales about any dreams that you have had?
Not exactly, but I do know a story about a man who did dream about something.
Oh, go on then.
You know the story about the man who dreamed he was a frog, and then woke up only not to recall whether he was a frog dreaming he was a man, or merely a man dreaming he was a frog waking up.
What's that got to do with binocular wants, Pete?
I don't know, but I have a terrible suspicion that your subconscious does know.
Oh, next time I'm chatting to him, I'll ask him.
Oh, yes, but your subconscious may be a woman, Dad.
Oh, I imagine with huge, enormous, busty substances.
Possibly, imaginary busty substances.
Oh, what? Let's imagine that, shall we?
You finished imagining yet?
No, hang on.